Hey there, prepper buddies. First of all, let me send a virtual bear hug to everyone who's new to our prepping family. It's genuinely fantastic to see you here, and I'm buzzing with excitement for what's ahead. Now, as much as I'd love to chat about the weather, I've got some juicy insights to share with you today. You've seen my friends, my trusty binoculars. Okay, just my eyes and some market reports have been spying on the shifting tides in the market. And hold on to your hats, because it appears that a few of our go-to-grocery items might get a tad pricier as we gear up for winter. Now I hear you thinking, why does this matter to me? I totally get it. But here's the thing. Not only is the price tag growing, but there's also some chit-chat about potential shortages. Yep, you heard it right. Remember those days when you hop from one store to another, looking for that one elusive product? No one wants a repeat of that, especially not when the snow's piling up outside. And of course, there's always that nagging worry about the grocery bills making our wallets feel significantly lighter. But here's the silver lining. We're a smart bunch, aren't we? So let's put on our thinking caps and plan ahead. If we can get our hands on these products before the rush, not only will our pantries be full, but our future selves will be sending us a big thank you note. All right, enough with the suspense. Time to unveil our list. First up, pasta. Oh, pasta, the comfort food that's won so many hearts. Now hearing that our beloved spaghetti or penne might be playing hide and seek in the coming months is a bit of a downer. However, every cloud has a silver lining, right? Now, between you and me, I've been on a pasta sabbatical for a bit. Not that there's any pasta vendetta here, but sometimes it's good to shake things up. But for all my fellow pasta aficionados out there, fear not. The world of noodles is vast and varied. Have you ever given egg noodles a whirl? They have this delectably rich flavor that gives any dish a cozy, homey vibe. Or if you're feeling a tad adventurous and looking for a healthy twist, zoodles, yes, zucchini turned into noodles, could be your next culinary muse. Not only are they fresh and light, but they also pair seamlessly with your choicest sauces. And what's more, it's a fun way to get that green goodness onto our plates. So while traditional pasta might be playing coy, we're definitely not short of ways to enjoy our favorite dishes. Grab that marinara or creamy Alfredo, and let's make some mouth-watering magic. All right, let's move on to the second contender on our list, rice. It's one of those unassuming items, isn't it? Just a handful of tiny grains. But when you think about it, it's truly astonishing how these grains feed such a vast portion of the globe. Kind of like a culinary superhero. It's a staple for so many people, holding a prime spot in cuisines spanning from Asia to Latin America. Now for all my budget-conscious friends out there, and who isn't, honestly, rice is a real superstar. Buying in bulk? That's some serious savings right there. Not to mention, if stored right, rice can sit in your pantry for ages without going bad. But here's a fun rice fact to mull over. Even though it's high on the glycemic index, and for those watching their sugar might be a tad cautious, rice has this cozy secret. When you eat it, it produces heat during digestion. What does that mean? Well, on those frosty winter nights, curling up with a bowl of steaming rice might just be the internal heater you didn't know you needed. Warm belly, warm heart. So not only are you potentially saving yourself a trip to an empty rice aisle in the future, but you're also stocking up on some warmth for those chilly nights. Talk about multitasking. Up next, canned protein. I'll let you in on a secret. My pantry might as well have a canned protein fan club sign. Seriously, the convenience these little cans offer? It's like having a mini chef in your cupboard. Whether it's the trusty tuna for those quick sandwiches, or the flavorful corned beef hash for those days when you're craving something more hearty, the options are just endless. And for all my seafood aficionados, there's nothing like cracking open a can of sardines or salmon for a quick, nutrient-rich snack. But let's chat about protein for a sec. Apart from building those muscles and keeping our hair looking fabulous, it's got this awesome trait. After diving into a protein-packed meal, you're likely to feel full and satisfied for quite a while. That's because proteins and their amino acids play the long game, hanging out in the stomach, making you feel satiated and keeping those hunger pangs at bay. As the temperatures dip, it might be a wise move to have a good stash of these canned proteins. Not only do they give you that health boost, but they also ensure you've got the energy to power through those long winter days. Now, who wouldn't want that? Number 4. Oats. Enter the Breakfast Hall of Fame, and you'll find oats wearing the crown. When the morning chills seep through the window and you're looking for something to warm your soul, there's nothing quite like a bowl of oatmeal. And oh, the varieties. Whether you're into the creamy goodness of rolled oats or the chewy delight of steel cut, there's an oat type for every palate. But let's pull back the curtain and see why oats have been the darling of breakfast tables worldwide. It's not just their ability to satiate our morning hunger. They're a nutritional dynamo, high in protein and brimming with fiber. They're the morning pep talk your body didn't know it needed. And as tempting as those sugary cereals are, let's face it, we've all had our moments. Oats give you the kind of morning boost that doesn't crash by mid-morning. Another oat-tastic perk? Their longevity. Store them right, and they're in for the long haul, patiently waiting in your pantry, ready to spring into action when called upon. So, if you're looking to make a sound pantry investment that's both delicious and nutritious, oats are your guy. So, the next time that breakfast choice stares you down, maybe, just maybe, skip those glittery cereal boxes and let oats take center stage. Add a handful of berries, a splash of almond milk, or even a cheeky chocolate chip or two. They're up for anything. And trust me, your body and those taste buds will be giving you a standing ovation. Number 5. Potatoes and sweet potatoes. Ah, the dynamic tuber duo that's been stealing the limelight for eons. They're like the Batman and Robin of the veggie world. And while some might give them the cold shoulder due to carb concerns, let's pause and give credit where it's due. Is there anything more soul-soothing than a buttery mashed potato or the caramel undertones of roasted sweet potatoes? I think not. But there's more to this pair than meets the eye. These ground dwellers have a history that's as rich as their flavors. From ancient times, spanning across continents, they've been the unsung heroes feeding the masses. Talk about endurance. If you've got a patch of land or even a pot, you can join the age-old tradition of growing these tubers. They're not divas. Give them some soil, a little love, and voila. But with winter playing peekaboo, their growing days are limited. Fear not, though. These guys are the poster children for storage. Got a cool and shadowy nook like an old-school cellar? That's their jam. Stash them there, and they're good for months. Just think of all the culinary wonders you can whip up with a trusty stock of potatoes. Everything from crispy fries, hearty stews, or even a classic baked potato. So even if carbs aren't on your current menu, it's worth having these two on standby. Whether you're treating guests or just craving some tuber goodness, it's a comfort knowing they're there, ready and waiting. Potatoes and sweet potatoes. They've been here for millennia, and they're not going anywhere. Number 6. Flour. Ah, flour. The unsung hero sitting quietly in our kitchen cabinets, waiting for its moment to shine. Whether it's turning into a loaf of freshly baked bread, a flaky pie crust, or some comforting pasta, it's like the magic dust of the culinary world. But did you know there's a simple hack to keep it fresher longer? Pop it into the freezer. It'll be chilling there, literally, ready for action when you are. And while we all have a soft spot for the classic all-purpose flour, it's worth giving a nod to alternatives. Almond flour, for instance, is a hit among those who lean towards lower carb and gluten-free options. And trust me, it's nutty undertones. Chef's kiss. So in these changing times, maybe it's about finding your flour's soulmate, one that resonates with your palate and dietary needs. Number 7. Broth. When you think of soul-soothing food, doesn't a piping hot bowl of soup come to mind? And the heart of that soup? Broth. It's like the backbone of so many dishes, from risottos to gravies, infusing everything with rich flavors. But here's the deal, store-bought broths, while handy, can sometimes play hard to get. Fear not, my friend. Enter homemade bone broth. Those leftover bones, particularly from those affordable rotisserie chickens we all love, can metamorphose into a golden, nutrient-dense liquid. Not only are you being thrifty, but you're also tapping into a broth loaded with goodness. Think minerals, collagen, and those essential amino acids. Dive into the age-old tradition of simmering broth at home, and you'll soon get why it's been a favorite for ages. Number 8. Dairy. Dairy. It's like the symphony in our culinary orchestra. Who can resist that morning cappuccino froth or the melt-in-your-mouth magic of a cheesy pizza? But as the winds of time shift, we hear whispers of dairy supplies facing a bumpy road ahead. Whether it's the holiday rush or some hiccups in the supply chain, things seem a tad uncertain. But hey, isn't change the only constant? For those who've danced to the dairy-free tune or just want to experiment, the world of alternatives is vast. Oat milk, with its luxurious creaminess, is the barista's new favorite child, and almond milk. Its subtly nutty notes are perfect for those breakfast bowls or even a smoothie splash. Let's not forget our fermented friends, though, kefir and yogurt. They're like the probiotic powerhouses that our gut thanks us for. And if you're feeling a bit adventurous, try your hand at homemade yogurt. It might require a bit of patience, but the results are truly rewarding. So on your next grocery escapade, if you find the dairy aisle looking a tad empty, remember, the world of dairy and its alternatives is vast and versatile. With a sprinkle of creativity and a dash of curiosity, you'll navigate this dairy journey with flair. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to stay curious, stay prepped, and most importantly, enjoy every culinary adventure that comes your way.